What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all are having a trippy day as me. We gonna dive straight into this story. Remember to subscribe and like because this story is gonna be a daggone killer. That's right, a daggone killer, y'all. So subscribe and like that motherfucker. Alright, y'all. We're going to jump back in time around 2015. The first time I ever smoked that daggum kush. Now, my papo, we going to call him Philip. Why not? So Philip, my papo, he was a strict motherfucker. I would even go to the lines of delusional. You would go hop out a school bus, your friend's place, whatever, and he always thought you was up to no good. He was a crazy old fucker. I got thousands of stories to tell about him, so y'all stay tuned. So anyways, my little 15-year-old self, straight freshman, got back from home. I wasn't even riding the bus. I thought I was some cool shit. I had a friend, we gonna name him Herbert. We'll name him Herbert. So Herbert had a vehicle. He was maybe a year older than me, so straight 16. Wasn't a very good driver at all, which y'all will definitely see a little bit of that in this story. Well, Herbert takes me home right straight from after school, flying. This dude was a maniac. He literally had a tan little Pontiac, probably 1998. Old as shit, probably good 17, 18 years old vehicle. Looked like a rust bucket, but that thing would fly. So anyways, I get back home. Herbert drops me off. I'm like, yo, thank you, dude. He's like, hey, no problem, man. I walk inside, and there's my papa, Philip. And he's ranting and raving, says he smells pot off me, which that's what we call the good old kush. And he's ranting, raving. I'm like, Papa, I swear I never did smoke. And he's yelling, and he's like, nope, nope, nope. You getting grounded, ain't no way. When you come home from school, don't expect to be playing no games, don't expect to do nothing. You are just going home and staying there. Of course, I'm yelling right back, because I was a mean little kid, dude. I'm not really a kid, teenager, but I had that attitude as well, just as him. Even though I was defending myself. Because I really never did smoke weed. Herbert never did smoke weed, but we talked about it. And we knew a dude. We gonna call him, he was a little bit younger than me, crazy as a motherfucker. We gonna name him Matthew. Now anyways, Matthew was probably in 8th grade. But this boy smoked every single day. And he had an older brother who smoked every single day. He was wild as shit, and he is quickly gonna be a part of this story. Anyways, though, I know I probably didn't waste no time at all. I said, fuck being grounded. If I'm gonna be grounded for this shit, I'm just gonna do it. Because me and Herbert, we was already curious about it, too. Anyways, though, next day at school, I go over, I see Matthew, I dab him up, I'm like, hey, what's good, man, how you doing? He's doing just fine, We had different classes, because we was a high school and he was in middle school, but our school was still connected. So we would see each other through passing breaks all the fucking time. And plus, a lot of my friends were his friends. We just fucked around with the same people. So anyways, I go over, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm low-key curious about something. He's like, hey, what's up, man? Tell me. ask him about the weed, and he's like, yo, come through anytime. I got some, let's smoke. He was honored to pop my cherry, dude. No homo. So anyways, we start little scheming, and I'm like, Herbert, Matthew's about to let me hit up on his joint, he said. Why don't we drop him over at his house? I knew he was only like 1.5 miles from the school. A little bit of a different direction, but wasn't going to take no time to get over there. And Herbert, he's like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. Herbert, he was a little different than us. Everybody was kind of country, at least in our group. But Herbert, he was one of them boys that probably had a little bit of cross-eyed in his family, if you know what I mean. Some of that good old Alabama loving in his genes. Some of his family wore the same jeans, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, we all load up in his little tan Pontiac. Herbert, he wants to show off to Matthew, and Matthew is all about it. He says, hit that motherfucker. And Herbert does indeed hit that motherfucker. So we start zooming. And like I said, only 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles at most, to Matthew's house. And there is this huge curve right above. And he fucking zooms past this curve, and we're all holding down our seats, saying, oh shit, we're loving every moment of it. And sure enough, bam, 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 Herbert's fucking poor little car hits the fuck out of this huge ass pothole. And me, Matthew, and Herbert were like, oh shit. We really thought it done some damage to the car, because it slapped that fucking pothole. We pull over, we check it out, it's all good. We all feeling relieved. Literally like 1 more minute away was his house. We pull in up his place. His older brother, he's up on the porch. Now his older brother, we gonna give a little bit of lore about him. And we gonna call him Logan. Because he is a crazy motherfucker. And he done a little bit more than the regular old ganja. We live over in a place where they like to do a little bit of what Walter White sells, Breaking Bad. So he was definitely hopped up a little bit on that. I don't know if he was hopped up on it at the moment. I have no idea. But he was the type that would size you up quick. As soon as you was around him, he never saw you before, he was gonna size you up. Now, he's seen me before, I didn't know how to take him at that moment or anything, because it wasn't many times that I have seen him. But he was pretty cool, he would go get the bud, get whatever, like he'd get alcohol. He's pretty cool, at least to me. And anyways, I think he already had a joint rolled up, or maybe he was rolling one up. But Matthew was like, hey, this is Herbert right here, and you already know Trippy. And Logan's like, hey, what's good? How y'all doing? He's pretty cool. And we all go over to this big wooden table right into their kitchen. That shows you how much they did not give a fuck. Because, if I was to roll up and smoke in my kitchen back then, I would have been mincemeat. I would have been fucking dead. My papa would have flipped his fucking shit. And Mama, hell no, she wouldn't like that shit either. Anyways, though, we start smoking it. We're going in a line, and let's see how the line went. Okay, so where I was the very first one who's never smoked, and I was more friends with them than Herbert was, they gave me the joint. Now it went me, Matthew, Logan, and then Herbert. So that's how it went, you know. We was all under the impression Herbert was gonna smoke for the first time as well. But we just said, fuck him, he's gonna go last, you know. So anyways, I start smoking it. And that bud, you know, it wasn't very good back then, you know. I mean, fucking stems the size of your fucking pinky. Fucking seeds the size of your fucking toenails. I mean, it was some gnarly shit back then, but it got us blasting. It really fucking did. I started smoking it, you know, not really feeling much or anything. And I'm like, damn, okay. I mean, this is cool, you know. And of course I was asking him like every new pot smoker does, am I doing it right? Am I inhaling it? You know, they're like, yeah, just do it. Just take bigger hits, you know. I start taking some hits. I pass it off to Matthew. Of course, his little fucking 8th grade self, he probably smoked like 1,000 beforehand. It's untelling, dude. He was a pothead then and now. So he gets done with it, passes it over to Logan. And Logan, he's taking hits, but he's looking over. He's looking over at Herbert. He don't really know how to feel about Herbert. You can tell. I mean, Logan was like a dog. He could feel if you was scared or anything, and he'd get sketched out if you was weird. So he's staring at Herbert. And I don't even know if Herbert knows or not, but he's just kind of twiddling his thumb, asking me when I'm gonna be done. And Logan says, why you in a rush, man? Herbert said, oh, man, I just need to get home. And Logan says, well, take a hit, dude. You know, I mean, he puts that joint right in front of Herbert. And Herbert's like, no, I'm good. Nah. And Logan's mean mugging him. I mean, he's starting to grit his teeth and everything. He is not liking Herbert one bit, dude. Anyways, we finish up the joint. You know, Herbert, he was ready to get going. So I said, yeah, we gonna get going. And as soon as we left, dude, he started telling Matthew, his younger brother, how that motherfucker, he ain't no good. He didn't know how to feel about him. He was taught about how he could split his fucking jaw, dude. Talking already about some crazy shit. So me and Herbert, we get going, dude. He's asking me, yo, do you feel it? Was it good? I'm kind of trying to play the part. I'm like, yeah, I feel it, but really, I didn't even feel it that good yet. My bad, y'all. I had to get a little hydration break. It was a fucking beautiful morning, and I'm drinking this hot-ass fucking coffee from Speedway. It's good. Anyways, though, we in the whip. We driving that little Pontiac. He drops me off. Papo already sees me. He's outside about to be working out into the garden. And my heart is pumping. I was asking Herbert, were my eyes red? I'm starting to feel it. And I really do think it was all in my head, just pure out anxiety. I mean, I was scared shitless. But he's like, no, you good. Just act normal, dude. You acting a little bit wonky. And that threw me for a fucking loop. I said, what do you mean wonky? He said, just don't act weird. And he literally just scooted me out of the car and bam, left. I mean, he was nervous as shit for me. He was nervous for him damn self. So I go over. Papo straight up starts yelling, hey, why you gone? Everything like that. I mean, just going crazy as usual, telling me that I'm gonna have to help him with the garden and stuff. And of course, I'm trying to just get away. I'm like, hey, I'm hungry. I'm gonna make me some food. And I'm really starting to feel it when he's talking to me. I'm feeling like my vision is going in and out. I'm freaking the fuck out. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm thinking I'm about to fucking go and get my fucking ass beat by this old man. But he never did know one thing. I thought it was kind of funny how he always accused me of being high, and then when I'm actually high, he thought I was all good and normal. I go over to the kitchen, my little fat ass. I said, I'm gonna get a little bit of food. Dude, I fucking go and I make me 2 barbecue fried bologna sandwiches. Got the American cheese on them. Toasted up the bread with the butter. Listen, when you 280 pounds, you don't skip that butter. You do not skip the butter on the toast. For whatever reasoning, you need at least fucking an ounce of butter in your body at all times to keep everything oiled up. That's a fat man's oil right there. Anyways though, I ate all that shit. I mean, I smacked it down. Had a great rest of the day. Called up one of my friends. Played Destiny. Fucking loved that game. Was obsessed with that game. Mamo came. Basically told my bitch ass papa that I'm not grounded no more. Cause I asked her if I could go to a basketball game with my friends. She goes and drops me off, and I'm telling all my friends about the first time I ever smoked. Had a great rest of the night, and that was it right there. Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this story. If y'all watched it this far along, why not just hit the like and subscribe? I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.